Hello, and welcome to Phoenix Connection. I'm your host, Natalie Kiji, and here beside me is the lovely, as always, Dina Holtz.
Why, thank you, Natalie.
You're welcome.
I'm glad our writer found his Prozac this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a much friendlier show. With that being said, let's get everyone in the know.
Well, it's been fall for nearly a month now, and many of the trees have already lost their leaves. But there's plenty of color still out there, and we've been shooting photos like Lady Gaga was in town. But we're just TV people, and our photos aren't exactly fantastic. We keep looking for a record button that just isn't there. So we want your pictures of fall foliage. Send us your best shots at flashtv@gmail.com. Again, that's flashtv@gmail.com. We'll feature your photos both online and on our show. We'll be accepting submissions to the end of the month, so keep them coming.
The campus is always buzzing with fun events, so let's take a look at what's happening on our wonderful campus. The Amazing Spider-Man will premiere at Cheap Seats on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The reboot of the series is an exciting chance to relive all the thrills and chills of the original series, with less Tobey Maguire and more
Andrew Garfield?
plot. Be sure to check it out. Remember, it's only $2, so that's only, 12 packs of ramen you'll have to live without for a while?
If you're interested in a pricier show, why not try a little Shakespeare? Monday, October 22nd, the IKEA Theater Company will be putting on the comedy classic Taming of the Shrew. No, that's not a Romney reference. A shrew is a real thing. Tickets will run anywhere from $22 to $38, so if you haven't already, don't buy that manual for writer's textbooks. It's a load of malarkey. Again, that's October 22nd at the Widener Center right here on campus.
On Wednesday, the university and the Office of Student Life is hosting a volunteer fair. Over 30 local organizations will be there, including Circle K, Habitat for Humanity, and even several of our own student orgs dedicated to volunteerism. The Wisconsin Public Service Volunteer Award will also be announced at the event. All students and faculty are strongly encouraged to join.
Finally, on Thursday the 25th, Good Times Programming will host the Grave Dancers Ball in the Union Phoenix Rooms. There'll be food, fun, and a whole lot more. And by a whole lot more, I mean music and dancing and scary costumes. So suit up. It'll be a scary good time. The ball begins at 8 p.m. and runs to bar close. 11 p.m. There'll be no alcohol.
Despite the lack of margaritas, I'll definitely be there. Well, once again, it's time for a little sports.
A little sports.
In women's golf, sophomore Renee Christensen took the Phoenix to a second-place finish at the Western Illinois Autumn Invitational. She tied for fourth individually, which left the team at an all-season high, finishing just below the WIU Leathernecks.
Swimming season is officially here, and the men and women's teams are off to a running start. Both teams competed against Madison on Wisconsin's home turf, pulling ahead in all but one event, declaring victory overall. They'll be hosting Cleveland State next weekend, right here at home.
Eric Finkenbrink led the Phoenix men in tennis. He won the consultation title at the Purdue Fall Invitational after a bruising three-set battle against Dominic Patrick of Iowa. Men's tennis will fight again at the ITA Regionals in Michigan State on October 18th.
Stay with us, everyone. On the Ball is coming up next.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Gorham, and you're watching Flash TV.
Oh, shucks.
Bad grades? Feeling down?
Molly? Molly! Molly, where are you?
Losing friends?
Try sleep.
Getting enough sleep is essential for good health, mental and emotional functioning, and safety. Exercising regularly and avoiding caffeine, sugar, and alcohol before bedtime can help you get a good night's sleep. If your sleep problems persist for longer than a week and are bothersome, or if sleepiness interferes with your daily functioning, call the Counseling and Health Center at 465-2380.
Hi, I'm Eric Toms, and you are watching Flash TV.
Tired of those long commutes to school and unpredictable weather? Try living on campus. Residence Life can help. Visit the housing website for more information.
I should have stayed on campus.
Hi, I'm the Green Man's Apprentice, and this is Flash TV.
Welcome back to another edition of On the Ball Sports. I'm Kyle Ashman.
And I'm Katie Fichtenbauer. Today will be nothing but net with volleyball, in the race for running, and batting 1,000 with baseball. So let's get right into it.
The Green Bay volleyball team hasn't fared well against Valparaiso, and their latest match against the Crusaders didn't raise any expectations. The first set saw the Green Bay women trounced in a 12-5 loss. By the end of the set, too, Green Bay had pulled to within 5 points, but lost that match 25-19 anyway. Valpo won all 3 sets against the Green Bay women, securing their position as a primal league defender.
But wait, there's more. The Green Bay volleyball team made a clean sweep of Wright State at the home game on the 13th. Senior Carmen Leiterman tied the home record for solo blocks in the game at 97. The Phoenix women took all 3 sets in Saturday's game, which happened to fall on Parents' Day at the Crest Event Center. The win was a much-needed one for the team, which has fallen in the overall rankings.
On Friday, October 12th, the university hosted a 5K walk-run, beginning and ending at our very own Mothie Center.
And it was all for a good cause. It all began at 2 p.m. at the Mothie Center, right across from the Crest Event Center. The event was championed by Lindsay, a senior who works at the center. Her dad has multiple sclerosis, an autoimmune disease which primarily affects the brain and spinal cord. Lindsay wanted to raise awareness for her dad's disease and to help raise money to support medical research. Participants donated $5 each, and all of the funds were donated to this cause. A collection was also taken out for the canned goods to be donated to Paul's Pantry. All in all, it was a great workout for a great cause. Baseball is in its playoff season, with 4 teams trying to guarantee a spot in the World Series. The first matchup is between the Yankees and the Tigers.
Yeah, this should be an intriguing matchup. I tend to like the Tigers better as a team in this series. The Yankees are getting older and kind of just happen to like get by and make it to this where they're at. And I feel like the Tigers have a lot of momentum. They have arguably the best hitter in baseball in Miguel Cabrera, who's probably going to win the MVP. And they signed Prince Fielder, who was with the Brewers last year, as we all know, and he's having a solid year. Their pitching staff is really the key to their success. They have Justin Verlander, who has 20 wins this year, and they have a bunch of other good pitchers. And the Yankees really only have CC Sabathia as their only pitcher, so I really think the Tigers should win this series handily. And the only concern I would have for the Tigers is their bullpen, but with how good their starters are, I really don't think it'll get to that point. So I like the Tigers in this series.
And another matchup is Cardinals and Giants. Who do you think is going to win out of that?
This is a much closer series. I think both teams are kind of just like wild cards. I mean, the Cardinals won it last year coming off the wild card, and the Cardinals beat the Nationals in the last inning to get to this point. So I kind of feel like they're a team of destiny at this point, but I really think this is a toss-up series. I think that the advantage in the pitching goes to the Giants. Advantage in the hitting by far goes to the Cardinals. They have many good hitters. David Freese, they have Matt Holliday, and I just kind of think the Giants are lacking in the hitting department. And they're really going to need their pitching to be lights out in order for them to win this series. I'm going to go with the Cardinals, as much as I hate to say it being a Brewer fan, but I think the Cardinals sneak this one out in the last game of the series.
So that was all for baseball, and we'll be back with football and UWGB basketball.
Oh, Mom, you shouldn't have. I should have stayed on campus.
Tired of those long commutes to school and unpredictable weather? Try living on campus. Residence Life can help. Visit the housing website for more information.
I should have stayed on campus.
This fall, Flash TV is bringing Good Vibes back to campus. Good Vibes is a program sponsored by Flash TV Channel 27 and the Office of Student Life to help you acknowledge the people who matter most. Simply shoot us a message on the Flash TV Facebook page or visit the front desk of the Office of Student Life to submit your good vibes. Use the paper provided and just drop it in the orange box. Then sit back and enjoy the warm fuzzies.
Hi, I'm the Green Man's Apprentice, and this is Flash TV.
Welcome back to On the Ball.
Alright, so Sunday night the Packers had a huge win against Houston Texans. Do you think this was a must-win game for them?
Yeah, they were sitting at 2-3 after suffering a couple bad losses to the Seahawks and Colts, and frankly should have had a better record. But they went into Houston and faced an undefeated Texans team at their house, and luckily they played absolutely lights out and came away with the win. They needed that game, honestly. Otherwise, they would have went to 2-4 and just not good playing catch up in the division that early.
Yeah, and something interesting, back in 2010, at this time they were 3-3, and that's where we are now, and they made the Super Bowl, so hope for the best for that.
Yeah, I kind of get that vibe from this team too. They struggle, but you just kind of get this feeling that they have what it takes to kind of just do enough to get them in the playoffs, do enough to win the games they need to win, and they really have the talent to do special things this year. It's just the mental lapses and the blowing games that they should win that's been the problem. But yeah, like you said, that season they lost to the Redskins. They lost many close games that people just are like, you should have won that game.
Yep.
And look what they did come playoff time. So I mean, we can't give up on this team. This team has a lot of potential.
Yeah, like you said, like once they're mentally together, I feel like they do so much better.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers was completely motivated. He
Yeah.
had the media. The media was just absolutely getting on his back for not producing like he did last year, and I think he kind of did what he needed to do to prove them wrong.
In this game, he had 6 touchdown passes. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was just absolutely lights out, and 6 touchdowns, 337 yards, I believe. He didn't miss a beat the whole night, and the Packers' offense looked so crisp, even with Greg Jennings out. James Jones, Jordy Nelson had 3 touchdowns for 100-plus yards, and Randall Cobb looks like probably the most explosive receiver on the team. He can make plays, and yeah, Aaron Rodgers looked like the MVP Aaron Rodgers like last year, and it's really a good sign to see because a lot of people were questioning, does he still have it, or was it kind of just our team's catching on to what they're doing?
Yep.
So yeah, I think Rodgers is back, and hopefully he keeps us up, and we can get the next 2 games and go into the bye week and make our playoff run.
Yeah, and Aaron wasn't the only one that stepped up his game. Defense did real good.
Yeah, the defense. I mean, the Texans are known as one of the best offenses in the league. They have probably the most balanced offense in the league. They have Arian Foster, who's the best running back in the league, and as well as a good passing game. I mean, Arian Foster, they held him to 27 yards on 17 carries. That's absolutely crazy. Even with B.J. Raji out, that's an absolutely great feat that they did. And they had 2 interceptions. They got pressure on the quarterback, Matthews. A.J. Hawk actually looked like a beast out there. He was hitting people hard, and the secondary actually looked like a whole nother secondary compared to last year. They have tons of young cornerbacks like Tramon Williams, Sam Shields that really stepped up, and yeah, the defense. I mean, they're just kind of day and night. Every week they're a different team, but hopefully they can keep up the solid play.
Yeah, all in all, it's just a really good game for them. Like, now that they have this determination, they can feel like they're going to go much farther.
Yeah, I mean, their next two matchups are against the Rams and the Dolphins. I mean, those are two games they should win going into a bye week. Hopefully be sitting at 5-3. And, I mean, I think this team has what it takes. I think Coach McCarthy did a really good job of game planning this week. I mean, he had this team coming off a loss like that. That's so hard to get your team ready to play. But I think this team came in with a chip on their shoulder and really handed it to the Texans. So I think McCarthy deserves a little bit more credit with the fans and with the media. So great game this week, and I'm looking forward to next week versus the Rams.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so turning over to basketball, on Saturday they have their dunk contest. That's going to be real exciting. I went to it last year. It was phenomenal. And their season's coming up right around the corner.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the dunk contest too. I'll definitely check it out. You guys should go check it out too and support your teams. And be sure to check out next week. We'll be doing a very in-depth preview of men's and women's basketball. That does it for this edition of On the Ball.
And now back to In the Know.
The Richard Motley Center for Faith, Spirituality, and Social Justice recently hosted an Eat Well fundraiser. The money collected at the event went to a great cause. Sophia has more with the story.
And how long does the Motley Center has been doing this? The Motley Center has been doing Eat Well since 2009. So from fall 2009 until now, we have been serving students a dinner once a week on Tuesdays, and it's every Tuesday night at 5:30 until 6:30. And students can come in, they get a free home-cooked meal, and sometimes we'll have sponsors come in. And between fall 2009 and now, we have built 2 wells in Uganda, and now we want to build one in Ethiopia. So we ask students to come in. They don't have to donate, but students are actually really generous with what they can donate. And one of the wells we actually put in was right beside the school, so we like to think of it as UWGB students to students from another school in Uganda. And what's your favorite part of hosting this event? I like to see the students all come through the line and introduce the food to them and encourage them to try new foods, but also just talking to the students about the cause. And the students are always so funny whenever they come in and just get to meet so many different people. And why do you think more students should come to this event? It's a great cause. To be able to come here and just donate a quarter or $1, or just come here and learn about the event, and then you can change something on the other side of the world. You can have such a big impact on someone else's life on the other side of the world, and it just shows that such a little thing weekly can make such a big difference. And why did you come here?
Because food's here, obviously, a lot of social gathering going on, and it's a really great thing that's going on here with the donations that are going on. So.
Okay, what's your favorite part of the event?
The socializing, I would say. It's a really good opportunity to meet new people. When I came in here, I just kind of sat down with some random people that I didn't really know. It was kind of cool. A couple people to add that I know now.
And why do you think other people should come?
Like I said, there's a lot of really great food. I had shepherd's pie. Is that what it was? Yeah, it was really good. I've never had that before. I guess I live under a rock. But it was really good. Super nice people here. Really great opportunity to meet new people. Get involved on campus. They're doing a donation to raise money for a well in
Africa. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there's a lot of really great things going on here. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Well, this is turning into the food connection, and I'm totally okay with that. We turn our focus to Wood Hall. Our very own Ryan Meyer takes a long, appetizing look at the Rosewood Cafe.
Welcome to the Rosewood Cafe, located on the first floor of Wood Hall. The Rosewood Cafe has a lot to offer the students here at UWGB. The sitting area, located right outside the cafe, is a great place to have some snacks with friends or even get some work done before class. Upon entering the cafe, you will see a variety of great things to eat and drink. Choose from snack foods like granola bars, baked goods, candy, and chips, or maybe a healthier option like fresh fruit. The cafe also has some warm options, including fresh soup, soft pretzels with cheese, chicken sandwiches and cheeseburgers, as well as breakfast sandwiches. The cafe also has many drink options to choose from. They have many varieties of juice, as well as soda, water, energy drinks, and milk. The cafe also has options of different teas available, and they also brew Starbucks coffee. Make sure you stop down to the Rosewood Cafe next time you find yourself looking for a quick snack.
Green Bay Symphony Orchestra has teamed up once again with Green Bay Area Public Schools for their Music for a Great City program. This week, Green Bay Packer great Amon Green was unveiled as their celebrity spokesperson. Their mission is to entertain, engage, and educate students with the power of music.
Well, I like to rap with the Music for a Great City program. I think it's a great thing. And like I said, when I found out about it, I was like, man. So hopefully myself, I just opened up D1 along with Bellin. It's a training facility. So we could kind of mix the two worlds because I'm right.
Thanks for sticking around with us on In the Know.
And we'll see you right here next week on Phoenix Connection.